India and Canada's relationship is not limited to just diplomacy or trade. This relationship is based on centuries-old shared cultural, democratic and historical heritage. Established after India's independence in 1947, these ties have strengthened in several areas such as education, trade, energy and science. The 1.6 million strong Indian diaspora in Canada forms a robust cultural and economic bridge between the two countries, further deepening their partnership. क्या आप जानते हैं कि ये हिस्टोरिकली स्ट्रॉन्ग रिश्ता आज अपने सबसे मुश्किल दौर से गुजर रहा है? जस्टिन ट्रूडो का प्राइम मिनिस्टर पद से इस्तीफा देना और कनाडा में खालिस्तान सपोर्टेड एक्टिविटीज का बढ़ना दोनों देशों के रिश्ते में और ज्यादा टेंशन ले आया है। क्या ये पॉलिटिकल चेंज इंडिया कनाडा ट्रेड, इन्वेस्टमेंट और इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स पर असर डालेगा? Can both countries restore mutual trust or will the rift grow even deeper? And today, as geopolitics is already taking a center stage globally, we will explore these crucial questions and take a deep dive into India-Canada relations. Welcome to ForumIAS 7 PM Highlights, your one-stop destination for in-depth analysis and insights into major global and national developments. Today, we dive deep into a critical and evolving geopolitical story, the resignation of Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, and its far-reaching implications on India-Canada relations. Stay with us as we unpack the history, current tensions, and the way forward for these two important nations. But first, let's rewind a little. Do you know how far back India and Canada's diplomatic journey goes? It all began in 1947, the year India gained independence. Built upon shared democratic values, pluralism, and strong interpersonal connections, this relationship once showed immense promise. However, have these relations always been smooth? Not really. The ties have seen significant ups and downs. Canada's support for a plebiscite in Kashmir in 1948 and its strong opposition to India's nuclear tests created early friction. The relationship further strained due to Canada's stance on the Non-Proliferation Treaty and the Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty. And let's not forget the Khalistan issue, a persistent shadow over the bilateral ties. 1982 saw Pierre Trudeau, Justin Trudeau's father, refusing to extradite Talvinder Singh Parmar, accused of killing two police officers in Punjab. This culminated in the tragic 1985 Air India Kanishka bombing, orchestrated by the Babbar Khalsa, resulting in the loss of 331 innocent lives. Yet all was not always strained. Remember the tenure of Stephen Harper, the Conservative Prime Minister of Canada from 2006 to 2015. This was a golden period in India-Canada relations, marked by 19 high-level visits and the joint celebration of 2011 as the Year of India and Canada. PM Narendra Modi's 2015 visit elevated ties into a strategic partnership, giving hope that past mistrust could be put aside. But did this optimism last? Unfortunately, no. Relations took a downturn during Justin Trudeau's tenure. His perceived proximity to Khalistan sympathizers stirred tensions. In 2018, Trudeau's India visit was overshadowed by the scandal involving Jaspal Atwal, a convicted terrorist, being invited to official events. The diplomatic misstep was hard to ignore. Trudeau was not received by PM Modi but rather by a junior minister, a clear diplomatic signal. Fast forward to recent years, the farmers' protest in India in 2020 saw Trudeau openly criticizing India's handling of the situation. Did this act cross the line of diplomatic courtesy? For India, it certainly did. Moreover, the alliance between Trudeau's Liberal Party and the New Democratic Party, led by Jagmeet Singh, a vocal supporter of the Khalistan referendum, worsened the matters. This brings us to the present crisis. The diplomatic fallout has far-reaching consequences. Let's break it down. Number 1. Trade relations are at risk. Negotiations for the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement have stalled. Can both countries afford to let trade worth $5 billion suffer? Investment uncertainty. Canada is the 18th largest foreign investor in India, with over $75 billion invested in Indian giants like the Kotak Mahindra Bank, Paytm and Infosys. What happens if this financial pipeline dries up? Thirdly, impact on Indian students. Did you know that Canada hosts around 427,000 Indian students? Uncertainty in bilateral ties could jeopardize the dreams of thousands of students. And lastly, remittances decline. Canada contributes significantly to India's remittance inflows. Will this financial support shrink amidst the diplomatic tensions? Now, despite these challenges, India-Canada relations hold a very strategic value. Canada's Indo-Pacific strategy identifies India as a key partner in counterbalancing China. Trade, energy cooperation, and education exchanges have been pillars of this partnership. The The 2010 Nuclear Cooperation Agreement and deals on uranium supply further showcase mutual interests. Moreover, the 1.6 million strong Indian diaspora in Canada plays a crucial role in fostering ties. How can we let these deep-rooted connections crumble? But challenges persist beyond the Khalistan issue. Attacks on Indian consulates, structural trade barriers, and Canada's diplomatic balancing act between China and India complicate relations. Isn't it time both nations reflect on how to mend these ties? So what's the solution? How can India and Canada move past these roadblocks? Firstly, constructive engagement is essential. India must actively engage with Sikh diaspora to counter separatist narratives. Positive outreach can build stronger community ties. Secondly, new framework of cooperation is needed. Both countries need a fresh, pragmatic framework focused on trade, energy, and technology. Can trade be de-hyphenated from political tensions? Thirdly, track to diplomacy. Civil society and think tanks must foster dialogue, bypassing official bottlenecks. Isn't people-to-people connection the strongest bridge? And lastly, responsible media reporting. Media in both countries must avoid sensationalism and foster constructive discourse. So as the curtains fall on Justin Trudeau's tenure, the stage is set for a new chapter in India-Canada relations. Will this be a tale of reconciliation or further discord? The answer lies in pragmatic diplomacy and mutual respect. क्या दोनों देश पुरानी कड़वाहट को भूलकर एक नई शुरुआत कर सकते हैं या फिर हालात और बिगड़ेंगे? And this, my friends, only time will tell. Thank you for joining us on ForumIAS 7 p.m. highlights. Stay informed, stay ahead. Until next time, keep questioning and keep learning. And stay tuned with ForumIAS for more insightful updates and analysis.